My peoples! Good morning and happy Friday. It is papaziti here. I hope everybody has a great weekend planned. I'm actually going to a little concert tonight. A good buddy of ours is a promoter, and he's doing his kind of first big area promotion of a band, so we're going to go to that tonight. And oh, look out, grenade right there on the left! Ah, dead. So you guys are wondering, Modern Warfare 3? Really, Papa? Really? Really, ZD? Do some of you refer to me as Papa or Ziti, or is it just Papa Ziti, like when you're talking about me with all your friends? I don't know. Let me know. Let me know in the comments. I saw the most interesting story today. This morning, I'm having my coffee, and I am looking at the BBC website, which I am want to do because I like getting my news from the BBC. Because let's face it, news here in America is pretty partisan, and it gets obnoxious sometimes. So I just get all my U.S. news from the BBC, and it's great. And I came across this story today that just kind of wowed me. Oh, it wowed me. And you'll understand in a second. So up in Maine, now for those of you outside of the States, right now we are in election season big time. November 6th is our big elections, obviously the presidential election, but there's also a ton of other elections on the state level. House of Representatives, our Congress, the Senate, state Congress, state Senate, all that stuff, mayors, governors, all of that stuff is going on. So up in Maine, and again, for those of you outside the States, Maine is like up in the northeast corner of our fine country here. There is a hotly contested U.S. congressional race going on right now for one of the seats in Maine. And it's between, Colleen Lackowitz. She's the Democrat. And, oh my gosh, what's the Republican's name is Tom Martin. So Tom Martin versus Colleen. We'll just call them Tom and Colleen from here on out, just to make things easier. So Tom and Colleen. Tom's a Republican. Colleen's a Democrat. The Republicans have somehow found out, or maybe Colleen made it known, but they've started a website, the Republican Party has, talking about Colleen's World of Warcraft character and how she likes to play World of Warcraft. Somehow this has entered the political debate, okay, but let's just go with it. Okay, so apparently Colleen is a big World of Warcraft player. She loves it. And her character is an orc rogue. Now, being a former World of Warcraft player myself, I do take exception to the orc rogue, because orc is horde, and I had a gnome warlock who was, part of the alliance, and we used to just PvP against the horde all day. And I hate rogues, so that's really the only bad thing I have to say about Colleen's love of video games. But the Republicans, who just, it seems like time and time again, they come across as being so out of touch, have taken her comments and her love of this character and the rogue's abilities to call her possibly unfit for office, because rogues, as we all know, like to backstab and use poison to kill people with, and so there's no way that somebody who's an orc rogue is going to be able to run a state. This is so sad. It's just so sad. But it's also endemic of just the public perception, I think, of video games, World of Warcraft being one in particular, that people just don't seem to get or have a clue. But I'm sure you guys have too, if you found yourself kind of defending the entertainment genre of video games as it is, regardless of whether you're running for a U.S. congressional seat in the state of Maine. But anyway, that's what's going on. They've created this website where they're documenting all of her comments and all of her exploits and WoW, and it's just crazy. And I think, for me, were I in Maine, or were I able to vote in Maine? Oh, that was right there. Yeah, good little grenade fight. ZD wins. If I were able to vote in Maine, this woman would get my vote just because of the fact that she is a gamer and she talks about it, and it's not a big deal to her. It's something that she loves to do, and she has fun doing it, and more power to her. I think it's great, and I think the Republicans are trying to say that she leads this weird double life in the World of Warcraft. And this is something I think Anonymous should get on. So Anonymous, I know you guys follow me. They don't, thankfully. But if anybody from Anonymous, can see this, I would love to know what this guy, Tom Martin, I'm sure he has some sort of weird double life that he leads. Now, I'm not saying anything too crazy, who knows, but politicians are just a shady bunch, I think, to begin with, all in all. So my bottom dollar would be on that Tom Martin has some sort of weird double life that he leads. So if anybody could just get on that and find that out for me, that would be great. That would be awesome. Well, final nade. No. So sad. Not the final nade. Anyway, if any of you guys are up in Maine, let me know in the comments about this race, or if you've heard this story, or just let me know your thoughts in general. I think it's great. I think it would be awesome to have a gamer politician, that would be great. Having that kind of mindset is completely different. As far as we know, maybe there's a bunch of other gamer politicians and we just don't know about it because they don't like talking about it. I don't know. Maybe she could PvP, to settle to get a bill passed or something. Anyway, guys, this is papaziti saying have a great Friday. I will see you next time. Peace.